My name is Ed Garza, and I want to welcome you to the AI Breakfast Lab. Thank you very much for being here. This is an opportunity for us to showcase AI and solve a problem every single day, Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. Central, 11 a.m. Eastern. We are here training on AI technology and solving problems and giving you solutions quickly. It's a chance for you to come and to observe what we are doing. Welcome, Nashville. Welcome, everybody that's here, especially our guests or maybe anybody on our YouTube channel. If you're watching us, thank you for joining us as well. Now, if you if you have any questions during the AI Breakfast Lab, if you could put that down in the question area, there's an FAQ questions where you could question, not FAQ, but a question area where you could put in the Zoom. Don't put your question in the chats because if you put your question in the chat, it may get lost and we won't be able to answer it for you. So if you could do that, that would be fantastic. So welcome again, Wichita. Welcome, Cambridge, Nebraska. Welcome, welcome. Yes, yes. Everybody that's here, welcome, welcome, welcome. Well, let's get to work here, and let me for our guests, let me explain who we are briefly, so you get a real good picture of what we are doing here at the AI Breakfast Lab, so you know what to expect. So let me share my sound here. All right, and let's go ahead and go to my screen. Excellent. All right.
Special welcome to Dino Clean or Dino Klein, Mr. Clean. Smiley brought in.
Excellent.
Thank you for
Welcome.
being here.
Yes, thank you guys for being here. Thank you for being here on the AI Breakfast Lab. We appreciate you guys. So, our teaching formula, just so you kind of know where we're going with the AI Breakfast Lab. Again, my name is Ed Garza. I'm the Chief Technology Officer, and I'm also a training officer. They have deemed me the AI Sensei, and training is something I love to do. So, the core teaching formula for us in the AI Breakfast Lab is real simple. We use what's called the demo method. So, the D stands for discovering the problem, identifying a challenge together. The E stands for exploring the tools or tools to learn the solution. The M is stands for making something. We build an asset or we create something or we have fun together. Many times we have a lot of fun in the AI Breakfast Lab. And then the O is the outcome to see the results. Cool stuff, right? So this is our demo method. We go through this method every single morning, Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. Central. We stream it live on YouTube and record it so you can go back and you can watch. It's a good idea to go back and watch when you have time, maybe the last 7 or 8 live streams. That kind of keeps you up to speed. You don't need to go back way back because we've been doing the AI Breakfast Lab for almost 2 years now. So we have a ton of videos and hours and training available. But AI moves so fast and changes, it's probably best to stay current just with the most recent ones. So that's why we stream them live on YouTube. Now, you're going to go through something in this breakfast lab, and we want you to observe what we're doing and get orientated with it. This is what we call the OODA loop. It's not something we've come up with. It's a military term, Marine Corps actually. Thankful for our Marine Corps and our United States Army and Navy and all the branches of the military. Thankful for their service. The OODA loop is like a process of learning. You know, you're going to observe what we're doing, get orientated with it, and then hopefully you'll make a decision and take action. Many of us go through OODA loops. We've been through OODA loops all our life. I mean, when you started to learn to ride a bike, you did the same thing, right? You observed, you got oriented, maybe fell down, maybe scraped your knee, and but you made a decision to take action, and eventually you became more efficient at riding the bike. Same thing with computer software. Same thing with AI technology. And in life, this is what we do when the learning process. You observe, even in college or high school, a professor figuring out a math problem on the board. You get orientated with it. You make a decision. You're going to learn it, and you take action and practice it. Right? That's an OODA loop. So here today, what we're going to go through is an OODA loop. You don't want to be an OO in life. You don't want to be a OOD or a DA in life. You want to be a OODA. Go through several OODA loops. Now, in our platform, we have three powerful platforms in our business model. So if you're a new guest here, or if you're new to the business, or you're thinking about joining Momentum Tech in our community and our ecosystem with the AI gold standard technology that we have, I want you to understand that we have three powerful platforms, one AI powered ecosystem, everything you need all in one place. Everything you need all in one place. So, for example, we have the app.momentumtech.ai, the first one to the left, the blue one. This is your AI app command center. All right. Then you have the promote in the middle, the purple. This is everything you need to promote Momentum Tech's apps and products and courses and classes and summits. Right. You get to promote it if you join our community. We give you everything you need. We give you marketing funnels. We give you a full graphic team that they constantly design social posts for all of our products and services, so you don't have to worry about creating graphics or hashtags or captions. They got hundreds of them for each one of our product, and they're constantly creating for you. I mean, just that alone is worth a lot of money just to have that done for you. And we do it. And these guys are senior graphic designers. Our team is incredible at what they do for you guys. They've helped build the company, and they're there to support you and us 100%. And we're here to support you. So between the apps and the promote, this is like what most of the times you're going to be spending, and most of the time inside of these two elements. But then you also have your business hub. That's the momentumtech.ai. This is where you manage your business. This is where accounting and commissions, your team building, resources. There's videos there, like how do I get paid? How do I set up my wallet? Really cool stuff to streamline your operations, right? So these are the three categories of our AI powered ecosystem. Everything you need all in one place. Now, today we're going to be looking at the AI tool suite. So in our AI tool suite, we have what's called the AI Grand Slams, the 8 AI Grand Slams. Number 1 is video. Number 2 is books. Number 3 is podcast. Number 4 is courses or webinars. 5 is social media. 6 is AI readiness tools. So your content can become more like a magnet to AI rather than disappearing, because SEO is dead. You want to optimize all your content, all your digital footprint for AI so it can find you. That's what those tools are used for. The Conversion Slam, you can create websites, no hosting and chatbots. Fill it with your knowledge base, unlimited use of this. You can create 5 websites, 10 websites, 20 websites. We have people selling websites as well, building it for companies. All kinds of cool stuff you can do in the platform with this, which is absolutely phenomenal. You can even buy domain names and set up your email addresses in the platform all in one login. Plus, we give you a lot of good business tools like phone lines and 5 terabytes of storage, and we give you a mini CRM. Listen, this is one system, every advantage. You don't need more tools. You just need this system. And hopefully you're going to see that today. These are 8 AI Grand Slams. Now, today, we're going to look at a different suite of tools in our platform that I just put in there for you guys. But let's get started, because this is an important part of entrepreneurship. A lot of business owners, they just put in the chat, if you know a business owner that maybe they don't have time to take care of themselves, right? I mean, your health is important, right? You got to make time to eat good, maybe work out and walk or whatever it is activity you need. You can't just sit behind the computer all the time, right? And that's a challenge for me. And my wife's always telling me, hey, you get out and walk. Sometimes I just go to the mall and we walk around, or sometimes we go outside, and I take little walks if I can. Jeanette loves to work out. She takes the time to go work out, right? She has a personal trainer. She goes to the YMCA. And as a business owner herself, you got to take time to do that and take care of yourself. So I put some lifestyle apps inside the Momentum Tech, because your health is important to us. It's important to entrepreneurship. If you agree with me, put a 5 in the chat, right? It is important to make time for that. Put a 5 in the chat if you agree with me on this topic. And thank you. Yes, absolutely. And we got a lot of health practitioners and holistic practitioners in our community. I mean, I'm thinking of Wilma, right, in South Africa, our AI queen in South Africa. She's really, really excellent with holistic, and she actually has coined herself that she's helping other holistic professionals with their digital marketing. Katie as well is in the holistic arena in Hawaii, right? She's here with us also. And these ladies want to help other healthcare practitioners or with AI technology because they weren't learned about it. So these ladies know that your health is important, right? Taking care of yourself. So what I did is I put a folder over here, and it's called the Healthy Familia Coaches. So these are Healthy Familia Coaches. So we're gonna play around with this a little bit today. So really cool. So let's look at our Healthy Familia Chef first of all. So talk about food. We're in the AI Breakfast Lab, right? So you can see here, there's all kinds of cool stuff. So the Healthy Fitness Chef is your friendly international family-focused kitchen coach. Makes healthy cooking fun, flavorful, and totally doable. From weeknight cookies to kid-approved feasts, custom for keto, low sugar, low salt, gluten-free, and many more. It knows everything. And what do you want? You have it really taters. Maybe you're vegan, right? You want vegan or dairy free, or maybe you want sweetless level. What's kind of sweetless level do you want? Fresh or frozen, right? So you can see here what I did. It was really hot, and what I did is I said, "Can you give me a recipe with no eggs, muffins, blueberry?" Right? So it gave me a recipe for what to do. It gave me the entire recipe here, which is kind of cool, right? And then of course I asked it to create me some, it gave me an option, dry or wet, right? And berries and chef tips, right? So really cool kind of stuff that you could do with that. We'll look at that in just a moment. I want to go through the overview of them first. The architect. Now this one is really cool. So this is like an input situation where you can put in your family name, right? Maybe you know, the Penny family or the Friedman family or the Miller family or, you know, the Garza family, right? And how many members of your family in here, right? So I could put all this. Are there any parents or adult members? What are the ages of the kids? Any caregivers, right? Any cultural preferences, dietary restrictions. You want vegetarian or vegan options, or any special considerations. And you say, develop my meal plan. So then it puts together a meal plan for you. So, for example, we'll look at this meal plan it put together for me. I'll export that for a PDF and show that to you real quick. This is kind of fun, right? I mean, but these are important things to do. So look, the Garza family plan features Latin-inspired dishes and seafood, no shellfish, emphasizing low salt, high protein, diabetic friendly recipes with abundant vegetables and salads. This is fantastic, Katie said. Yes, thank you, Katie. Each day includes breakfast, lunch, dinner, 2 snacks, hydration guidance, and at least 2 substitutions per main meal to ensure flexibility. Portions are tailored for 2 adults, right? So, this gives you like daily meals, right? Day one, your breakfast, your portion, your lunch, your dinner, your portion, snack options, right? That you can go with. So it put day two, it did everything, day two, there's day three, deliciousness, right? I mean, day four, and of course it gives you options, right? Day five, day six, and then day seven, right? Beautiful. Then I want you to see it gave me a grocery list too. Woo-wee, yes, awesome, man. Let's talk about save time. I love that. Produce, like in the produce aisle, what you should pick up to serve these meals. The proteins as well, right? The dairy and the eggs and the pantry supplies. Okay, yes, this is AI, guys. Will this not save you time? I know it saves me time, right? And I can print this out and then I can just go, right? I don't need to think about it. So that whole point of AI is to save time. How many business owners out there just, you know, have families and just they need that extra time because they got important things to do, right? To run their business. So this is really just there as like a little side benefit to businesses that join our community. Look at the produce, like even the quantity you need, the notes, right? So like quantity of every item you want to get. Even cilantro and uh, mangoes and apples and mixed berries and proteins, right? That you need to get. How many pounds you need to get, right? To feed your family. My fillets and tilapia. I'm not sure. Don't really like tilapia. We like sea bass, or we like grouper, or Chilean sea bass, or that's kind of things we like. And then, of course, we won't do canned tuna in the water. We'd rather do what's that other kind of tuna we like, honey? It's the yeah, it's just that anyway. It's a different type of tuna, like a steak, right? We like that. Greek yogurt, hummus. We love hummus, right? So look, it just get everything together for you. And listen, albacore. Yeah, we like albacore tuna. Yeah. So pantry supplies, right? Look at that. Yeah. So everything, snacks, beverages, substitutions, items, cool stuff. That's 13 pages, I mean, it's just incredible what it can do. This is the Healthy Familia Architect, the Family Meal Planner app. This is what I need. Somebody said, yes, yes. Cool, awesome. I thought it would, what this could do too. You guys know anybody? And if you're a consultant here, James, I'm thinking about our group of people that are part of that health company that just joined our company, right? They're all about losing weight and high energy. I mean, they would love these apps, right?
Oh
Because
yeah,
right,
absolutely.
it adds value to your business, right? So then we have this is one of my favorite ones. This is our let's just start a new conversation. This is our Familia Ancient Health Coach. So let's just make this a little bit. Well, I don't need to make it bigger. I could do this. So let's just do this. Hello, Familia. I'm your ancient health coach here to share time-tested wisdom from cultures like India, China, Egypt, Greece, and more, with safe, practical tips you could use today. Okay? So this is a like an ancient coach, okay, that knows a lot of different remedies, right? So like maybe you want to looking for a natural remedy to improve your sleep or stress or digestion or energy or skin or something else, right? So it has a great knowledge base of worldwide remedies that, may help you. Of course, there's disclaimers obviously in the platform for this, and all of them have disclaimers. We're not here to treat or diagnose anything, but it's just tips for you, right? So, you know, let's go to the other health familiar apps. So there's the architect, and then you got the ancient coach. So what's the difference? So this is the architect, ancient coach, and you got the trainer here, right? So this one I think is the ancient coach. Let me see if this is the same one here. Let me just double check here. Double check. Just restart that conversation. See what he says here. Yes, same one. Yes. Okay, great. So let's just ask it. Watch this. What do you base your knowledge on? Can you tell me a little bit about yourself? So you can talk with these and have you know pretty cool fun with it. I mean, you can even if you have pets too. It so you know any problems with your pets too. It can help you with that as well. Okay, so let's see here. Health coach. So here's some of the things that it knows to do. Herbal herbs. Okay, so there you go. Practice wisdom in the kitchen. Yeah, there you go. Cool, awesome. So you have fun with that. Let's go back to the other one here. Let's look at some other ones here. Trainer, look at this one. You can only see me. Oh, can you see the screen, guys?
I can see Healthy Familia on your left and what you're writing.
Okay. So, Dr. Normal, you'll need to change the screen that you're looking at. There should be tabs at the top of your Zoom. You just share that so you can see us. Okay. All right. So here, I'll stop sharing and I'll share my screen again. Now you should be able to see us. Okay. All right. Very good. So the Healthy Familiar Trainer is different. So what does a trainer do? Well, the trainer can do quite a bit. So it can put together custom plans for you based on your age, right? You can see here, I'm your Healthy Familiar Trainer, your upbeat, family-friendly fitness coach who turns sweat into smiles. I create fun, safe workouts for all ages with clear steps, smart modifications, and sprinkle in a little bit of humor as well. So, yeah, and they says let's make the movement, let's make your movement best part of the day. So watch this. So I could just say, hey, I'm at the computer probably 4 to 5 hours a day. I need to create some activity for myself. I work from home and I need to put together a daily single activity. And I want to start small and slow, but can you help me create a plan? I live in a beautiful community. I could take breaks because I have my own business. So create a custom plan for me. I'm currently in my mid 50s and I do not like jogging, but I don't mind walking. Create some activities for me. I also have a health fitness studio available to me about 100 yards from me that I could access. They have treadmills, they have weights, they have a really cool electronic screen that I can create custom workouts. So help me create a plan for myself. All right, so let's see what he says. Yeah. You could create your own custom plan here, like, for yourself, for your family. Really cool stuff. You could plan meals. We're gonna go to the chef here in a minute, and I'm gonna show you how you can plan some meals. Maybe you want to plan something really, delicious at home. Special coming up for Cinco de Mayo's coming up. So let's do a Cinco de Mayo festival together, right? We'll get the recipe for that. All right. So here you go. Here's the 15 minutes intervals. Okay. Yes. All right, here goes. You got it. All right. So it says, you got it. We're going to start small, keep it simple, and build feel good momentum. No jogging, no crazy moves. Think movement, snacks during your workout, short, focused sessions. You can do outdoors or at the studio. I'll give you a 2 week starter plan. You can begin today, then you can tell me what to tweak, right? So quick questions. Any injuries? So it's asking you, right? Do you have any injuries? Any preferred time of the day? How many days per week do you want to do? Do you currently track steps? If yes, great. What's your normal day? A 2 week starter plan, right? Gives you like Monday, strength, studio, home, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, optional, scenic walk, week 2. Isn't that really cool? So you could take this and you could put it in a Word document, print it out, and put it somewhere where you can see it to hold yourself accountable, get yourself an accountable partner, and, you know, start making it happen. So pretty cool stuff. Let's go to one of my favorite ones, which is the chef. Oh man, the chef is just fantastic. So let's just talk to it. This is an international chef, so you can create any type of meal you want. It'll give you the grocery list and everything that you need. So let's just say, I would like to plan a Cinco de Mayo meal at my home for 4 people. I want to include traditional Cinco de Mayo food that's common in America. I know it's not something they celebrate in Mexico, but I do want to enjoy an alcohol-free beverage as well as all the traditional food that we need. We want it to be all homemade. So can you give me the recipes I need as well as a shopping list, please? Go. So it's going to create like an entire meal plan for us for Cinco de Mayo, right? So maybe you have kids coming over on a Saturday or a Sunday or grandkids, and you want to create something fun with them, or bake some cookies, special cookies, or you want to, again, we're talking leisure stuff here. Okay, I know this is the AI Breakfast Lab, but I think this is really important to take a break sometimes and look at the real true value of AI technology. All this at our fingertips right here. You don't need a cookbook. You don't need a, um, yeah, you don't need to necessarily go somewhere and look at all the noise on Google and digital marketing. You get everything that you need right here to create like a quick meal plan. Print it out, and yeah, your rock and roll. It's gonna even give you your cook times and everything that you need to plan this. So here we go. So this is a great way for like I'm thinking of Steve and Sandy James. She's from in the restaurant business. They do catering, right? So well, we could get a whole catering menu here, right, as well. So cool
Yeah.
stuff. Yeah, Fiesta time. I've got you a fun, all homemade American style Cinco de Mayo menu for four, complete with zero proof margarita. It's festive, doable, and totally delicious. So here's the menu. So homemade baked tortilla chips with classic guacamole, pico de gallo, and roasted salsa roja. The main dish is chicken tinga tacos with sizzling fajita peppers and onions. Vegetarian friendly. You could add on vegetarian friendly stuff. Mexican red rice and beans. We'll probably do. What's your right? What's the rice and arroz con gandules? It's gonna be a. We probably want to do Mexican beans and rice. We'll do Puerto Rican since my wife is from was raised there, so we'll do that instead. I'll have her add a little bit of different flavor to it. Here's some dessert. We probably won't do that, but boy, that sounds delicious. You could do it in the our new air fryer. You could do churros in our new air fryer. Well, I'd love to learn how to do that. If we can make them gluten free, that would be awesome. We could ask them, how can we make gluten free churros, right? Because Jeanette's sensitive to that, and so am I too as well. Alcohol-free beverage, classic lime margarita, mocktail, optional watermelon, agua fresca. Ooh, that sounds delicious. Yes. Here's the recipes for four, right? Gives you like the ingredients for the tortillas, the 12 corn tortillas, 2 tablespoons of natural oil, and a little bit of salt. The steps: heat the oven to 750. I've never done homemade tortilla chips, but I bet they're delicious if you do them at home instead of buying them at the store, right? Really be kind of cool. So, isn't that really incredible? I hope this isn't making you guys hungry, but look, spread on 2 sheets, sprinkle salt, 10 to 14 minutes, rotate the pan, tossing one until crisp, and then cool to crisp. And of course, I love making guacamole and see if this does anything. I've done red and white onions, jalapenos, got to make it mild, cilantro, lime juice, of course. Yep, of course, yes. The mash, I know how to do all this. Of course, Grandma taught me how to do that. And pico de gallo, I'm from Texas. James, you know how to make that. We all know how to make that. That's
Oh
really,
yeah, sure.
yeah, sounds delicious. And so don't you love how it just gives you everything, right? So let's go down here to the bottom. There's the roasted. Here's the steps, right? All the steps that I need, right? And then here's the fajita peppers, right? As well. This is what I want to see: the zero proof classic lime margarita. 1 cup of fresh lime juice, half a cup of orange juice, and half a cup of agave syrup to taste. 3 cups of chilling sparkle water, ice, salt, and lime wheels. Okay, sounds good. Steps. Okay. Yeah, awesome. Blend 3 cups of watermelon cubes. Excellent. An optional bonus. Yes, love it. Yes, excellent. Then you want me to adjust the spicy level, safety bits, keep the raw chicken separate on the lighter side, bake chips instead of frying, split a load. Yes, perfect. Okay. Hands on. Okay. How much time hands on do you want? Any allergies? Any spice level? Do you have an air fryer or a grill? So, yeah, cool. So you want me to adjust the spice level here? Let's see. Can you do? Can you give me a recipe for gluten-free churros? See how you spell
CHUR.
CHUR. Okay. So again, this is designed just again, guys, this is just fun. All of our GPTs work this way, by the way. So, you can there are families out there that have kids with sensitive allergies, right? Um, and this can help them create. We've had uh, Williamson County Hospital, they asked us to come and speak to them with these apps to their diabetic community because they're looking for better alternatives for eating, right? So it gives us a door entry into that community, right, to talk to them and talk to them about AI, how it can help them create incredible meals based on their likeness. It opens the door for conversation, is what this does, right? So this is great conversation to have. So here it goes. It gave me some recipe for the gluten-free. So let's see here. Here's some pro tips. Of course, it said to do it in the air fryer. So ole for gluten-free joysticks. Here's a churro recipe that keeps the crunch and cinnamon sugar magic, plus options to bake, air fry, or fry. I've included easy dairy-free swaps. Yep, here's the gluten-free churros. What you'll need, what you need, a piping bag. Okay, great. Sheet stick, ingredients, all the ingredients that you'll need. Yeah. All the for the coating, what you need to coat it with. Right. You got all the details for the gluten-free as well. And you got the return as well. You got the heat level you need. Yeah. Pro tips. Pretty cool stuff. So have fun with these guys. It gives you like, things that you need. Pretty cool stuff. That's the chef. So it can create anything that you possibly can imagine. If you have a party or you want to, have some fun with people, you could do that as well. So love it, love it, love it. So what do you guys think of those apps? Yeah, cool.
Yeah, those are fun. I like them.
Yeah, again, just an added bonus. Now, if you're here for the first time, let's do something that we need to do. Maybe we want to create some social media some social media posts, right, to promote these apps that we have, these new ones, right? So how would I even do that? So these are our Healthy Familia coaches, right? So I'm just going to go right up here to our GPTs. We have GPTs up here, right? And you have the Wow GPT. Let's start with the Wow GPT. We have a lot of GPTs up here, but the Wow GPT is probably our one that's the oldest and established. If you want to close the windows of the folders over here, you just hit this button over here over here. See how it closes that? And this gives us all our conversations. We have a tutorial here. You look for those blue buttons. They're throughout the platform. They're basically tutorials so that you can listen to the videos and it gives you an idea of how to use the app, right? So let's go to a new chat. And you can close these just by hitting that little hamburger up there that closes those. And the Wild GPT is very general. It's your content marketing coach, and it can create just about anything that you imagine, right? So let's talk about our healthy familia coaches. Okay. Okay. And let's just talk about them. These are AI apps. They can plan meals for you in any language, any culture. It's like having a world chef at your fingertips to create any amazing recipes, whether you, you have a health challenge or you have sensitive children that need custom meal planning, or you're planning a meal to lose weight or start a new competition or lower your blood sugar, whatever you want to do, this chef can help you craft meals and grocery lists super fast, save you time, and even give you alternatives if you have allergies. We also have a ancient wellness coaches that know all about health remedies from all sorts of cultures worldwide, and we also have a really cool meal planner app, an AI app actually that can plan your meals like for 7 days, right? How many members in your family, what type of proteins you like, what type of vegetables you like, what kind of foods you like, and it creates the entire list for you, including the grocery list by category. So you could easily take it, print it out, and go right to the grocery store. Tons of time saving opportunities as well. And of course, you can even create a fitness plan with our fitness coach. No matter how old you are or what level of health you're in, maybe you want to create some activities to lose weight, or maybe you just had surgery and you need to start moving, and the doctor still told you to start walking, or maybe you want to create a plan for yourself to start Tai Chi or yoga or Pilates or whatever you like to do. These AI apps just help save you time, create wellness in your life as an entrepreneur. Because, and I can't tell you the benefits of that. You know the benefits of that. There are several benefits to staying healthy, so that you can spend time with your family and enjoy life, enjoy the pleasures of life outside of business. I want to create some content to promote these AI apps with our goal of attracting health practitioners. Let's see what the Wow GPT says. So again, that's the beautiful thing about our GPTs. You could just talk into it. You don't need to be. I think it was Vincent said a couple of days ago, right, when he's talking about writing a book. He's written several dozen books, over a dozen books he's written with AI, and he just opens up Word, and the Google Drive has a great tool in here, and you could just open up Google Drive and just speak, right? And speak your thoughts. So if I go to my Google Drive and I start as an example, a new Google Doc, there's a tool here. It's under Tools, and it's going to be under Voice Typing right here. Tools, Voice Typing, and you can just click the typing, and you can start talking, right? Talk your thoughts out. That's a great way to start writing your book, or if you want to create your story or your memoir, right? So all kinds of cool stuff you could do with voice technology. So we have voice technology here. So here we go. It created some really good stuff. Let's see what it did. So love this. Let's position Healthy Familia coaches as the easiest way for health practitioners to turn clinical guidance into cultural fluent, allergy aware, ready to flow plans, meals, movement, day-to-day wellness in any language. Okay. Turn doctor's orders into real life habits. Healthy Familia coaches generate 7-day meal plans, grocery lists, and safe fitness starters in any language, tailored to culture, allergies, goals, so patients actually follow through. Tagline: from the clinic to kitchen to daily life. Proof points save time, boosts adherence, fits in any culture, language, allergy free. Um, Allergy goals, culture, so patients actually follow through. Tagline, proof. Okay, so they created quite a bit of them. So a grocery list. Tell you what, let's avoid talking about the clinic or doctor's orders in our social posts. So you could guide it, right? I don't want to talk about that, even though I mentioned that, right? So the good news is that the platform, theoretically speaking, is HIPAA compliant because if you talk about your health in the platform, only you see that. Nobody else sees that. There's ironclad guardrails. So if you input, for example, information about the health challenges you're having and you want to uh, create a meal plan for that, you could be very confident that it is private to you. Okay? That's important. Very important for you guys to understand, especially if you're talking about your health, right? So, excellent. So, here we go. It's keeping it free of clinic and doctor's orders language. We'll speak to wellness pros and the families that support using everyday encouraging phrasing. Perfect. Yes. Avoid clinical. Use clients, families. Perfect. A world chef at your fingertips. Instantly craft 7-day meal plans in any language with allergy smart swaps and ready grocery list ready to save hours. Your clients love culture, rich food. Now your plans can match it. Any cuisine, any language, same goals, less guesswork. Try it. Yep. Sensitive eaters at home, from what's to dinner to we got this. You know what we did? I think Jeanette and I did this once. We did because we've tested these apps for about 6 months, and we were driving home, right, honey? And we said, "Man, we're hungry. What are we going to eat?" Right? We didn't want to stop and eat somewhere. We're trying to eat healthy, so we tried to remember what we had in our refrigerator and what we had in the, in the cupboards. So we told the healthy chef, "Hey, here are our ingredients. Can you create a fantastic meal for us that's healthy?" And it did. And we said, "Oh, cool. Now we know what to make." We came home and we made it. One time we came home and we were like, "Man, it was really hot." And we said, we used the app. We said, "Hey, can you create like a slushy for me?" We didn't want to go to Sonic, right? Too much sugar. So give us we had some, she had some fresh pineapple. We had some blueberries. We told the chef items we had in the freezer, and we had some yogurt, and it created a really refreshing slushy for us. Yeah, healthy as well. So look, so here it goes. Let's listen to what it's doing. Let's just have it put together. Based on the content you put together, can you put together a video script in paragraph form? Keep the tone friendly and conversational. Use hooks, pre-hooks, and definitely payoffs in the video script. Put it in paragraph form so I could read it like I'm reading it from a teleprompter. I use that paragraph form like I'm reading it from a teleprompter. Personally, I use that so it just puts it in a paragraph, right? I don't want instruction or anything else. So it makes it simple for me. I can just copy and paste it, right? So I'm going to copy that and let's listen. Let's listen to the tone of what it's doing. And I'm going to take you into our audio tool and let's listen to what it's doing. So let's copy this. Okay. Let's just tell it. Instead of using the word DM, can you just say direct message me? This is going to be a good video. You know, I think it will. I think it's going to be a great video. And then we'll open it up for question in the last 10 minutes here, and I'll give some time for Vince and James to give you guys some updates as well. So, James, if you want to bring up Vince here, we got some great updates for our team and for everybody else that's on the call. You can kind of see what we're doing. We're momentum. We're momentum tech guys. So momentum is the word itself says it all, right? We constantly are improving. We use what's called the Kaizen principle. We've been saying that since day one when we launched our company. We're constantly improving, and we're continuing to operate in that theme. So let's listen to the actual AI voiceover is a free tool on our platform. You can create audio for free. So I'm going to do a custom one, and I'm going to customize the audio. I'm going to make this like a sales video. And let's choose a lady here. Let's use Matilda for a lady talking about this as well. And let's paste the script in there and let's just listen to this real quick. And let's just click on generate. And then let's listen to it. So we can listen to what the Wild GPT is doing. I like hearing it. It helps me see if it's going in the right direction. So let's listen to it real quick. Here we go. Can't hear it?
Can't hear it.
Okay, let's try it again. Okay. Here we go. Let's try it now.
Before you scroll, imagine this. Next week's meals plan themselves in your community's language with your client's favorite flavors. And the grocery list is already done. Stick with me for 30 seconds, and I'll show you a faster way to turn what's for dinner into we've got this, plus a simple way to add movement that actually happens. Here's the idea. Healthy Familia Coaches is like having a world chef and a wellness buddy at your fingertips. Tell it the proteins and veggies you like, the cuisines your clients love, and any goals, lighter meals, balanced blood sugar performance, or just feel better. In about a minute, you get a full 7-day plan and a smart grocery list. Need allergy smart swaps or kid-friendly options? Done. Planning for 4, 6, or 8? Scales in a tap. Culture-rich, language-flexible, and friendly for sensitive eaters. And it doesn't stop at the kitchen. Add a gentle movement plan, relaxed walks, Tai Chi yoga or Pilates, step-by-step, any age, any level. If someone's coming back from downtime and needs a kind on-ramp that's built in. Prefer ancient wellness wisdom? Explore time-tested remedies and daily rituals from around the world translated into simple modern steps. Here's the payoff. You save hours, your clients actually follow through, and families get to enjoy more of life outside the constant. What do we do next? Planning loop? More living, less tab switching. More meals they love, fewer last-minute scrambles. If you want to see this build a week in 60 seconds, direct message me the word plan or start a 7-day test run today. Let's make meal planning and movement feel easy, friendly, and real so the people you support can thrive one simple week at a time.
Cool. We need to correct a couple things in the Wild GPT. Tell it there's no free trial. I like the idea of direct message me for a 7-day meal plan, right? Based on what you would like, right? I think that's fantastic. If you can create that right in front of somebody or a health practitioner, maybe they serve people that have problems. So really, really, really cool stuff. So the Breakfast Lab recordings are on our YouTube channel. So we'll put that in the chat. Let me bring up Vince here and these guys to give you some updates. Thanks for joining us during this demonstration. So plan your meal, right? There's your OODA loop, right? Plan your meal for the weekend or Cinco de Mayo, or plan your dinner if you don't know what you're going to have dinner tonight, and impress your family, impress your wife, impress your friends, and with a custom meal from the Healthy Familia chef that's in your platform now. So you could create a lot of fun things. So maybe create a dish with us, take a picture of it, and put it in our community. We have a community app in the platform We love to see something that you made homemade as well. Or if you create a video or any kind of social media or anything that you create in the platform, make sure you put it in our community. We have a great community here. And as soon as you guys come up and show your screen, I'll let you guys take over. But our community here is right here in our community links over here. And you can see here's our community right here. So you can easily post a video or you can
Okay.
or share an image, whatever you would like. All right. So share if you create something, let us know. All right.
All right. Let's turn it over to Vince Baker because he's got some exciting things and a new product some people may not have heard about. Vince, take it away.
I'm not sure what new product you're talking about, but I have a couple questions in the chat here. I've been talking with James and Ed and asking if I could have one day on the Breakfast Lab, and I would cover things from YouTube to promoting, selling just AI tools. Obviously, we're all AI, everything's AI, but it would be all centered around the opportunity and helping you guys recruit, just different things like that. James or Ed, you can add in there too. Just kind of exploring that if I would take over one day. What are you guys' thoughts on that? Would you guys be open to that? Learning more about YouTube, and also I would open it and make it a little interactive.
Yes.
For
So,
like YouTube.
so I did talk to Ed about it a little bit. He was thinking that maybe we could do like 1 or 2 days a week right after the Breakfast Lab, featuring Vince Baker, and give you however much time you would want after the Breakfast Lab. Maybe do a 30-minute Breakfast Lab and then 30 minutes of Vince Baker, 30, 45 minutes, whatever you want.
And it would be, we would cover a host of stuff, but I would also be asking questions, make a little act. I know I did the training on YouTube, so people might have questions. Like, my training does move a little fast, and it moves fast on purpose, but you can stop, and some people are trying to figure out that button. But yeah, just there's a lot of things to cover with this opportunity. And then I'm more than just a YouTube guy. I write books. I'm an internet marketer. I've got close to 1 million followers on Instagram. I'm very powerful on social media. I do the YouTube, and I'm also a top promoter. I got one of the fastest growing teams in Momentum Tech, and I want to help. I just want to help everyone here, and then also James, I was going to ask him too. We have the one product in there for the YouTube, and it's the masterclass. But it does seem like some people are going to need some extra hand holding. So we were talking about adding an additional product, which would be a monthly, and it would be office hours. They would be recorded, so they'd be on the promote site, but it would normally go for $97. But because you're also special, we'll offer it we're going to talk about $49, I think it is. It'd be a monthly, and then people can come on, and I could actually look at YouTube channels, give direct help. We could do sharing, because the masterclass covers the basics of YouTube, but there's still going to be some questions, and also maybe how do I personalize this for my industry. Now remember, I've worked with, I can't even tell you how many customers I've worked with. I've been doing YouTube for years. I actually started out with cameras and taking video testimonials with the real estate agents and put it on YouTube back in 2008. So YouTube is no stranger to me. But my skill sets have obviously way increased with AI. AI took it to a whole new level. So is anyone interested in that? Put in the chat box if we are thinking about rolling that out. I just want to make sure there's an interest level before I do it, because it will take time. We'll probably do it once a week, maybe twice to start with, and then move to once, just so we get a build up. If you missed the class, if you missed the course, it'll be recorded, but it will be stored only on the promote site. So you have to be a part of the program to have access to the episodes. James, do you have any thoughts on that? I know we talked about that yesterday.
Yes, yeah, absolutely. So if anyone, well, I think it's fabulous. I'll be joining myself, but if anyone wants to have weekly coaching on how to get really massive views on your YouTube, put a 10 in the chat box. Yes, you're interested. I do see lots of yeses in there, and now some 10s are popping in. So it looks like it is quite a popular idea. Think about this. Vince was able to, I think it was 28 days or 29 days, able to get over 3 million views and over 18,000 new subscribers to his YouTube. And now YouTube is paying him. He's monetizing YouTube based on those efforts. And that's not a bad thing. It's pretty hard to get monetized on YouTube. You have to have a lot of traffic, which obviously he does. So I'm seeing, gosh, I don't know, there's probably 15 or so yeses and tens in here combined.
Yeah. We want to make it
very popular
affordable.
idea.
We want to get a bunch of people on that. I want to make it affordable. I know you guys are putting out money, different things. So we talked about it. As long as there's a number of people, it's worth my while to do it. And like I said, they would be recorded, but they would be hidden, securely protected under the promote site. And but it will be live. It will be, I'm going to be interactive. I'm going to ask questions. I can pull YouTube channels up if no one's embarrassed and say, well, let me look at it. And I could give you advice right then and there, but everyone could learn by the advice I'm giving. Very interactive. It won't just be me talking. We want, it'll go for probably an hour, maybe 90 minutes if we get into a really long session. But they will be very powerful and be very useful, because I know when people go through the programs, they still have questions. And also, I wasn't able to, I might have to do another course. Maybe you guys can say what you think about this, but about video creation. I know Ed has a lot on here, and we might add that to the course. But actually making the videos, I have a skill set when it comes to actually making the video. I wasn't able to cover that in the class because that's a whole class in itself. But, you know, I get a lot of compliments on some of the videos I'm creating. I'm using AI to do it. And a lot of people don't know where to do that. And yesterday we had someone ask, like, hey, I want to do YouTube, but I don't want to show my face. So I have strategies like that. I wasn't able to fully get into all that in the masterclass because it was basically about YouTube itself. But making videos, you know, but then those videos can go anywhere on your landing pages, on your website. You could even use them for TV shows and TV spots and commercials once you learn the secrets of it. And it's not that hard, but not everyone makes great videos. I watch some videos, I'm like, no, there is an art to making videos, and it has to be taught. James, you have anything to add to that? So put in there if you guys are interested in that, maybe a secondary class. I will cover some of it, but there's some things. I do have secrets that I don't, you know, proprietary stuff that I don't want to just show to everyone because they are my well-kept secrets. But I do want to open up as much as I can, right? Help you all out.
Yeah, absolutely. And I absolutely love it, Vince. I think you should show them how to get started with your YouTube, how to get your YouTube class in the back office, because that's kind of the first step. Is they really need the YouTube class to get the intensive training, and then they can come to the weekly coaching after that. We can have that product up pretty soon.
So when you log into momentumtech.ai, there's a few locations I want to show you. One, we have it under here, under products on the left-hand side. Can everyone see my screen? You got to scroll down a little bit, and it's right here, the YouTube AI Masterclass, $169. It's a one-time fee. You just click on that button, take you over here, and you've got it. All right.
Nice.
Also under now, featured product, it only has mine listed right now, but we're going to have, that's going to actually become featured products, but you can also find it right here, featured products. And then last but not least, when you're on the home page, we also placed it over here under the YouTube. But what I want to show you, can copy it. What I want to show you is when you come here, this is your duplicatable funnel. And if you share this funnel, and I remember someone doesn't necessarily have to be with Momentum Tech because we do an upsell, but we would prefer they're in Momentum Tech, but you can upsell this masterclass program. Look, the YouTube thing, I didn't realize it when I did it, but it's like one of the hottest things out there. I've got so many requests. Dr. Breakthrough's already talking about me doing big sessions. I got another guy that wants to get me out to over 200,000 people. This is a hot seller. So we want to get you guys in on the action. So you can, this is your duplicatable site. See, my name's on there, but that will make sure your name's on there when you send it out. But you get a $35 commission every time someone buys this. So you guys are getting in on the action. James, you want to add to that? Something to that? That's pretty exciting.
No, that is very exciting, folks. And here's the thing. You want people that are in your team to take this class. Why is that? Because by them getting more visits to their YouTube with what Vince is going to teach you, they're going to get more signups, and you get paid not just on offering the class that you know Vince has really offered at an extremely low price compared to the value, but by empowering your team to get more leads and get more signups, you're building your residual, through the power of collaboration with your team. So the benefits of this roll forward over and over and over. It just multiplies, by empowering your team. You want to empower your team. So I encourage you all not only just to join the YouTube class, get your team members on this, because we want Momentum Tech to be everywhere on YouTube. Everywhere anybody looks, Momentum Tech, Momentum Tech, Momentum Tech.
Also, you not only get a $35 commission, if any, James, maybe you could explain also, this also goes, let's say down in your success line, a few levels deep, someone buys it, you still get a portion of that, because maybe James, you can explain a little better. So it's not just level one. Yes, you get $35, but let's say you sign someone up and they sell it. Now they get the 35, but you still get a portion of that also. It goes a few levels deep. And
it goes down up to 10 levels deep.
Yeah, so you get paid if others buy. And then also, when we roll out the weekly training for YouTube, that's also commissionable, but that's also residual. What's good about that is there's a residual commission. We haven't worked out the numbers yet. James will work those numbers out, but there will be some money in there. But the good thing about that, it's residual. So you guys will get in on the residual. James, you want to explain that too?
Yes. So, just like, as you know, on the residuals, you get paid up to 15 levels deep on the residuals. It's massive. And then also those residuals go into the matrix, and the matrix is calculated on not jumpstart bonuses, but matching team bonuses. So let's say someone in the matrix gets paid $100. Well, they're somebody you sponsored. Well, you get $30 of that. $30. They keep their whole 100, but you get an extra $30. You get 30% of what your team members earn in the matrix, and you get additional commissions 5 levels deep in the matrix on matching bonuses. Those matching bonuses alone can be huge. So you really want to share that. This is a huge payout.
I did want to bring up one more thing. When some of you guys have been a part of Momentum Tech for quite a while, and a lot of people are new, and this is one thing I was discussing with James, maybe some of your guys' commissions have not been like really, really high, because you're not going to make like a ton of money off of $39. Even if you're signing up people, you get $20. But now that we've added all these additional products, this is where everyone's going to start making some real money. We've already had a lot of people buy the $4.99.
That's $130 jumpstart. Yeah, $130
and then
up front.
You have mine, $35. Now we have some people at the event, they bought both of these. So you can imagine whoever sold that was close to at
least $165.
And then as we start adding more products, you have to realize, guys, that this is going to become a real money-making machine, because these are stuff people are going to want to buy. We're putting products here, not just mine, but all these products. I would highly recommend you get a part of the Breakthrough Club, because I do that every Tuesday and very powerful. And then this black belt journey that, Ed, didn't you just get this in here? I'm going to go through this, and I want to show you if
Yes,
you
sir.
get a course. Here's the paid courses. Check this out. You come over here and your courses are over here. Look at this. So I'm going to get all these in here, and look, I know a lot about AI, but man, there's 50 tools here. There's like so much to learn. I'm going to be on a learning curve probably for the next year with you guys. So it's very exciting. And Ed specializes in certain areas. James specializes, and I specialize. But at the end of the day, I want to specialize in all this, just like you guys do. But here's your trainings right here. And there's going to be more added, right? But see, we added these nice little guys in here. So you start your learning, come in here, and then you go through your courses. Look at that. Ed put all these together. Very powerful. So there you go in a nutshell. Like I said, this is the time to start. If you have people that want to make big money, this is where the big money is going to start rolling in. We got big leaders coming in here. And if you haven't made a lot of money up to this point, this is the time to really start making money. Think about this. Let's say you had 1,000 people in your success line. Either you sign them up, or you had someone else sign them up, and all those people start buying products. We're talking some really, we can't quote numbers, but we're talking some really nice commissions. The $39 is actually the small part of this whole game plan. All right, back to you,
Yes.
James. Ed, good job.
Yeah, thanks everyone for being here, folks. I got to tell you, get started with this YouTube class yourself. Invite your teams to take part in it. We want to start that exponential growth in your business, and I firmly believe those of you who do that and keep taking action, we will see you